Hello! In this video I'm going to be showing you my Space Marine army. Hello! So, as I said in the intro just there, I have been collecting a Space Marine army. So the original reason I was going to be collecting these guys is I was intending to do like a little series about how to start an actual 40k army. With one thing leading to another, I kind of just got stuff done and then completely forgot to make videos, so I continued with my momentum. I ended up with another army, which is it's a small army. Don't get me wrong. So there's a squad of 10 here, and then a squad of 5. So I can have 3 squads of 5 or what have you. But just how it is at the minute. I intend on buying some more tactical marines. I'll probably get some devastators, I would guess. I keep getting mixed up between Habits and Devastators. I used to have a Chaos army. So, let's have a little look. So the army, in fact, started when I bought a box of Tactical Space Marines. I bought them originally for a game of the standard kill team, not the Shadow Wars kill team. Just in case you're wondering, that creaking is the chair. It's not flatulence. Just to be clear. But I can't do it on command. But there you go. That's just the chair. So, yeah. So as I said here, so we've got a squad of 10. Well, I bought a squad of 10 on eBay for I think it was about £15. I want to say £15. I'm pretty sure it was within that area. I know I got it for a bit of a steal. I was quite chuffed myself. So basically, I made a selection of guys. So, well, in this team, I've got a couple more models kicking about, but nothing enough for a full team. So, this guy, if we're gonna is he gonna let me zoom in? Is he? He's just got a grab gun. I mean, I could possibly paint some colours into this one, but I do like the bald guys, if I'm honest. So, I'll start now by saying the chapter was a bit cheeky and very lazy, so I went with black with a silver shoulder pad for laziness. So the chapter, I decided to name them the Order of Obsidian, which sounds really cool when you say it like that, but when you realise the acronym is OOH, which I like, which is kind of funny. Since I like Adventure Time, it's a little bit of a nod to that. So this guy, grav gun, in that team, this squad team, good gosh. Then we've got a combi grav just for fun, and again he's got the Bane Star mask head. Come on, why are you zooming right now? Play the game. Come on. Well, just about. Well, thereabouts in it. So yeah. It's really. I decided I was going to do a really lazy paint scheme, so it was black and silver, as I said. So I could get it done and get it done fast. So this guy's also a missile launcher, and I've got a mix of tactical marines. So some of them I've made. In fact, one of the guys, or a couple of guys, have got Chaos Space Marine parts. So this one, if he's going to allow me, this one used to have he has a Chaos shoulder pad, which you can probably pretty much make it out, but I scraped off the offending signature signs. I've had that shoulder pad since 3rd edition, and I believe this is a Chaos Space Marine head as well, but it kind of checks out, if I'm honest. So again, the gun's really plain and simple. It's just silver. Excuse me one moment. Whoopsie. So yeah, basically these guys are different parts. They kind of look cool. So that's squad of tactical marines. So some of these I had made out of the tactical marine kit, and some of them have come from the Battle for Vedros. So biggest, probably noticeable ones from Battle for Vedros is the captain, which is very okay. It's very adequate in my opinion. Get another reference for Adventure Time if any of you fans out there. Yeah, so it's very okay. Overly offensive, heavy on the wash, but that's my style. I thought I'd give him a bit of red to make him stand out a bit. So that's the captain, which is from the Battle for Vedros kit, which I've already done a video of. Obviously check that out, it's pretty cool. Another one from the Battle for Vedros is this multi-melter dreadnought, which is kind of cool. It's really easy to put together, and again, relatively easy to paint. Are we gonna? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, we was doing something then. Something was going on. I might stop zooming in and out, but yeah. So this was a really easy way to do it. So again, for me, when I bought this the first time, it was about £40 the full kit, which I got this. I got a selection of some of these Space Marines that you see here, and I also got this guy right hither, the Terminator Sergeant. This is the same guy that I did in my giveaway. So we'll see. I think I've got another one in fact, but fully glued. Here we have, I like this guy, by the way. So he's got Power Fist, you know, all eggs in one basket, just so you know. Plasma Pistol, and he's got a Ginger Mohawk. And I like the chest plate on this one where it's a bit over in his face. So he needs a bit more armor around his neck, but his head is perfectly fine to be shot at, which is kind of cool. But I like this guy, simply because he's bold as brass, he's ginger as well, so that helps. And obviously in his team he's got a plasma guy just hither. Always good. Because I remember a time when plasma used to be green. I don't know if anyone else remembers that. 3rd edition. So I was meant to be doing a video on these guys separately, but here we go. So these guys, you may recognise from the Dark Vengeance kit. But I took off most of the ones that I could that made it look like a Raven wing. So I trimmed the wings because I actually, without sounding too strong of an emotion, I kind of hated the wings on here, and definitely the ones at the back, so I've trimmed them right off. But I think it looks like it is a cool model, and it was cheap. It was £12 for 3 guys, when you can pay £18, 15 quid, depending on where you go. But I saved a couple of quid, and it was a little minuscule effort to make them look like a normal Space Marine biker. Obviously leaning, but that's fine. I could have edited that, and then obviously, because it comes with it, I could have changed it up again, but I didn't. Plasma gun. Plasma gun, a biker. I also bought this guy, again to go in the bike set, or to also mix it up. The multi-melter. You know, I could have tried to magnetize it, but I've been very lazy, and James, who I play against mostly, and the other guys tend to be pretty cool with just saying, right, well, that's a heavy bolter. As long as we know what's going on, that's the deal. So the last ones are the Terminators. Well, you've seen this guy. This is the captain. Good gosh, we've already said this. The rest of them, I got from Games Thrift Shop on eBay, and there was already part of. Good gosh, I think it was about £8. I think it was about £8, which is pretty good for a squad of 5 when you compare like 25 quid from brand new. I mean, obviously, I've edited them slightly, but there was blue, there was Ultramarines to start off with, but I made them to the order, brought them back into the order of Obsidian. So that's these guys. Well, that's one of them. So that's the guy with the chain fist. So he's got, basically, the way I did it is they've got the same loadout as what you would get from the Dark Vengeance, but the Art of the Dark Vengeance models. Except this, you may recognise, or you may not. I got this bit from Jim Bob, from James, who you see on the channel. He gave me his bits, quite a lot of his bits to be fair, which was very helpful. So I've got an assault cannon in my Terminator squad. And then the other 2 guys are kind of a bit boring, but I'll show you them anyway. They're just dudes in Terminator armour, which now have 2 wounds, which is pretty cool. I might probably do some tactical videos on these guys, but I have to actually use them in a game, I think, if I'm honest, first. Yeah, sorry. So I was meant to be telling you. Also, I've also got these guys. So I've got another couple of weapon options. So I've got at least 2 flamer guys. Yep, 2 flamers. One from the Vedros, one normal. Missile launch from Vedros. Melt gun. Oh, there he is. Are you going to see him? Nope. One sec. Melt gun. Yep. A self-made like captain guy. I'll see if I can zoom in. Kind of higgledy-piggledy this video, and I'm not quite keen on how it's come out, but yeah, might get a better shot this another day. But it's basically a bolt pistol and a power sword, so you can be in for sergeant, and then we've got the sergeant from Vedros kit, which is also kind of a cool model too. Like him pointing over there. Anyway, so the idea, as I said, with this army was I was meant to be doing it as a video collection showing how you can start 40k the cheap way, and I've already given you the excuse why I didn't do it, but it's also to be used in conjunction with my Astra Militarum, get the most out of that too. And if any friends or anyone pops along and say, oh, I wouldn't mind a game, but I ain't got an army, well, lucky for you, I got these guys, so I can give them a bit of an introduction game, which is basically the intent of this army. So hopefully it will get used that way, and it will also be used on the channel sometime soon. Hopefully you'll see these guys in action, whether it's a kill team game, as was originally intended, or like a proper game with these guys in. So if you've got any ideas, now this has gone on long enough now, the video, so I'm going to cut it here. Well, close enough. So if you've got any suggestions what you think I should go with next, you know, as I said, I'm probably going to go Devastators. So I'll probably buy a squad of Tactical Marines, use the bits that I got from Jimbo. He's got some last cannons and stuff like that, and I should have enough for a Devastator squad, which is pretty cool. After that, I'm not so sure. Now, I don't know how I feel about Primaris Marines at the minute, but I do like my pure old standard Marines, if I'm honest, at the minute. I believe, a bit cheeky. I'll probably do a video on this another time, but I was quite impressed with the lazy ability of this Astro Granite. Probably when the lighting's a bit better, maybe, who knows. No, not going to have any of it. There we go, that's better. So, it's a really simple paint technique, but I think it looks quite good. From a distance, from the tabletop, it looks quite impressive. It looks like I've put effort into it, and I really haven't. And I'll go over that probably in a separate video, as I will with these guys and how to make them standard Marines. So yes, as ever, so I'm going to shut it down. So if you like it, put one of them on it. If you don't, put some of these bad boys in it. And I know you, Super Wargamer, you're going to be sitting there going, die Space Marines. It's fine, fair enough, go for it. You know, I kind of sold out a little bit there, so sorry about that. Thank you very much, and good night.